Happy anniversary, my dear. Happy anniversary and good cheer. What? Happy anniversary to all of my divine loves and divine lovettes. Woo! Celebratory moment, August the 28th. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you guys. Wait a minute. August the 28th, sober anniversary, Virgos. Wait a minute. You guys, that is powerful. You hear me? Very, very powerful. Whew. You guys keep doing what you're doing. One day at a time, one step at a time. If it get real rough, 1 second at a time. Jeremy. All right, you guys. Let's try to set a tone by having a brief moment of silence for those who are actually those who did not make it on this beautiful, blessed day. All right, we got to have a moment for them. So let's have that brief moment of silence, if you will, you guys, to send them all light and love in the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm. Let us begin, you guys. Thank you. Shalita, Sherry Moore, Lenny, Linda, Cameron, Casey, Cassie, Lance, Denise, Diane, Herman, wow, Helen, but Helene, Arnold. I have Arnold and Paul for the last two. Okay, so you guys, those are the names that came through. What they mean to you, they mean to you, right? So you guys, let's, if you will, I want to cleanse you guys' energy, and you guys repeat after me, okay? Because we already cleansed your read. So let's cleanse your energy real briefly here, okay? Repeat after me. I cancel, clear, and delete any energies I've picked up subconsciously or consciously through my web platforms. I revoke any energetic permissions or consents or agreements I've entered into consciously through any web platforms. I revoke any energetic attachments or agreements and now free myself from everything that is negatively affecting me wholeheartedly. You guys are negative free, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You guys, I have to do your, like, this is the second time I'm trying to bring this to you guys, because I've been determined, because I was in a situation on your beautiful blessed day, because I know you guys were stuck in a place where you couldn't get out of yesterday, because that's what the experience was for me. By the time I got back in, I had to relax because that heat bothered me. I was stuck somewhere, and that let me know that that's you guys. Some of you guys really put in the comments where you were stuck, okay? You guys go ahead and feel free to put your time in the comments, okay? This is a real pure free zone where you guys don't have to, they can't judge you guys at all. You're just putting on time. And anyway, people who judge, guess what? They don't matter. People who don't judge, they really matter, okay? And the reason for that is, like, say like your mom, or your grandma. Let's use the grands, okay? Some of you guys had the grandmom. You can go over that grandma's house, your shoes tore up, your hair all messed up, you dirty. Grandma gonna give you that hug and some good food. All right. So now the person who, quote unquote, is so-called judging, we don't care about them. All right, because the one who don't judge is the one that really matter. Okay, so yeah, get your priorities straight. You guys, get your priorities straight. Okay, and you guys, let's talk about your sober birthright number, which it happens to be 28. A beautiful number, okay? That number 2 is divine spirit speaking unto you, because divine spirit speaks through numbers. That's why we have beautiful that's why we have birthday, expiration date, and all of the little DNA codes. And that's why you hear people say the numbers don't lie, because they're really talking about the Most High. The Most High don't lie. The truth is the light. The light is the Most High. You got to at least have a little bit of truth in order to tell a big, big lie. So what divine spirit is saying unto you through that first number 2 in your 28 is that, whatever you're praying for is already on the way. You just need more faith. What divine spirit is saying through that number 8 is that you guys shall be abundant. So as it's done above, it's done below, because that number 8 is a multi-dimensional spiritual number. Did you know? All right. So divine spirit is telling you through the numbers combined, which equals the number 10, that you guys will end this cycle in your lifetime. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is, it's no circumstance, accident, or coincidence that you guys were sober on this, that you guys found ending on this beautiful, blessed day of 28. All right. It's because the two numbers combined equal that number 10, which is ending a cycle in your life. You guys have ended this cycle. And and for some, it's like a huge change. And for some others, it's a huge unwanted change. Okay. And then, once that change is about, that means that number 10 is a lot of movement, okay? And I see you guys, a lot of movement. Some of you guys had to relocate, okay, here recently as well. So the bottom line is, it's a lot of movement, but divine spirit wants you guys to move forward with confidence. Why? Because that is your sober birthright number here. It's your birthright sober rite of passage here. All right, that number 28, which is in this cycle here, my dear. So you guys, great job is what I'm trying to say. I see here a lot of things are going on here, because like I said, I just got finished doing your read. I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. Okay, it's very seldom that we don't know. All right, we know that we know. Okay, so you guys, it's a beautiful thing here. But it's a lot of triggers and trauma here that I'm seeing for you guys. A lot of you guys since birth, this woman has triggered you guys since birth. Some of you guys really, it's important that you somehow learn your birth story if you can. You know what I mean? Some of you guys, unfortunately, your mother and father have passed, so you guys can't really ask them. Some of you guys were adopted, so you really can't, you may not know the story, but even not knowing the story, that should tell you something about your story, okay? And it's also telling you guys that, what I'm trying to tell you guys, that if you can ask someone, ask them about, your birth story, okay? Like how the person felt during and after the pregnancy and all the above, and how long was the pregnancy, okay? And because something you guys must know is your birth story is part of you. It's a major part of you, okay? This was the very beginning of how you guys came into your awareness, okay? This is where your actual story begins. That's why it's important, and and some of you guys, this mature woman, and what I'm getting from this mature woman is, if for most of you, and I'm hearing 85% of you guys, it was your sister. And then when I put my hand over for some, it was your aunt. Okay, this aunt is coming through. Uh, had a lot of influence on your birth. Okay, your birth. Okay, so her energy was all through your birth. Okay, and some of you guys had to get raised by your aunt. Okay, what I was getting, the very few, you 35% of you guys were raised by this aunt here, so she had big influence. All right. Yeah, on you guys. All right. Yeah, that's what I see there. But I need to let you guys know that, a lot of trauma, you guys well, a lot of you guys know this, you experience a lot of trauma here in your life, and it's causing a lot of triggers in your financial area. Somebody has been stealing from you guys and they triggered that trauma, but they don't know what they did. They better back off, okay? I'm getting a lot of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy from this particular read here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy coming through here. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting to let you guys know here. And that trauma can be an event such as assault or serious accident, or experiences like emotional and physical abuse, which this woman did cause, okay? And this thief definitely caused, okay? This person who you guys can't trust here financially as well right now. Trauma that happens in childhood, though, can stay with a person in ways that become invisible to the person who experienced it and to the health professionals, the healthcare professional wanting to help them. Trauma can bring about eating disorders, addictions, and unsafe sexual practices here. Okay? Some of you guys get a checkup in that area as well, because I feel like this person, cannot be trusted in that area as well. So you guys may have to be checked for that unsafe sexual practices here. Okay? But it can also be linked, this trauma can also be linked to unresolved childhood traumas, and you guys can internalize it as shame, okay? So some of you guys can be ashamed, of a lot, being vulnerable for this person to take your money, okay? You could be ashamed in that area as well. With trauma comes triggers, okay? Things that suddenly remind you, of the person and the traumas, okay? Triggers can be anything and can be in and out of your awareness at any time. So reflect on your own life right now and the traumas you may have experienced in life, from even loss and bereavements, which means those deaths as well, to accidents or illnesses, okay? And I'm hearing for some of you guys, for your mother and father's death as well, to less obvious traumas such as persistent bullying or criticism. Think about how you were supported or not through them. Do you still carry these traumas today? And if so, how do they affect your life? What is going on here? How do they affect your life? Excuse me, you guys. So this sister with her child you can't trust, she messed up your money, or this aunt and your child, and this child you can't trust because they really did mess up your money here. And that hurts, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay? And it's really making you guys really because you guys promised yourself no matter what you wouldn't be triggered by them, but unfortunately you guys are struggling with the anger from being triggered by all of these, okay? That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what's happening. And this anger is often branded and intrusive and destructive. All right? It's a feeling of this anger, but anger is hugely important, and it's important when you befriend it or understand its value in setting boundaries, okay? And allowing its release when and where appropriate is crucial to maintaining a healthy self. The way anger was expressed around your childhood and how your own anger was met by your mother and father in your childhood has a big impact on how you guys relate to anger, aggression, conflict, and conflict as adults right now. Sometimes anger can also mask grief and shame from unresolved experiences in your past. And such, anger is often triggered when we feel silenced, when you guys feel silenced, undermined, or disempowered in any type of way. So now they want you guys to, your spirit team wants you guys to think about your own relationship with anger, both historical in the past and current, and reflect on what lies beneath, okay? the way you experience anger and the situation in which you encountered it, and how they potentially influence the way you experience and express anger today with these foods, okay? I see you guys doing a lot of praying because, you know, it's a lot of anxiety also that's accompanying this anger. You guys have a lot of a lot of anxiety, here. A lot of you guys are choosing to be by yourself and even choosing to be celibate and quiet and just keep your prayers up here. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I see that. So it's a lot of anxiety here, and I don't like that. Some of you guys have a lot of this career. It also is bringing you guys anxiety too. Whatever career you guys have, it brings a lot of anxiety, makes you guys anxious. Anxiety and anxious feelings arise for many different reasons in your life. Some easy to understand and others not so easy. Feeling anxious about starting work in a new job, okay, or waiting for test results in understandable and normal, but is understandable and normal. But anxiety that comes seemingly out of nowhere, or that is, or the one that is triggered by minor things, can be trickier to navigate. So stress is a huge trigger for anxiety, but stress is not an easily defined concept, all right? And what may seem benign to one person may trigger stress and anxiety for another. So, overactive fear responses, what you call sensitivity to aggression and unresolved trauma and shame, can often be found at the root of frequent anxiety, okay? Yeah, so reflect right now, you guys, on how, in what circumstances, and how often you experience anxiety today, okay? And their particular, and their particular things in your life that trigger it, okay? Does your anxious response make sense to you, or do you feel there is a deeper aspect to it, okay? Yeah. So some of you guys, like I said, have this childhood traumas that's really running rampant because you guys are constantly being triggered by these people you can't trust. This main female. Some of you guys, it's a main female that you can't trust. It's a main female in your career field at this new job that's causing you guys a lot of anxiety here. All right. But it's okay, you guys, because you know it's okay because you guys put that prayer in here. All right. You guys put that prayer in, and things are changing for a lot of you guys because a lot of you guys even choose. Some of you guys don't have to travel to see your friends. Okay. Some of you guys don't have to travel to see these old friends that you're going to see, but they're hidden in your energy. These old childhood friends are hidden in your energies, and they actually are causing some anxiety, that make you guys not want to travel, here, okay? And I see you guys changing locations here as well. So some of you guys had to relocate. I'm here to a job. Divine Spirit is telling me that. You guys had to relocate to a job, okay? Yeah, that you didn't want to travel to, but you guys actually relocated here. Some of you guys getting a new place as well, a much nicer place, because you guys are now spiritually complete. You're spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned, so you're relocating to a nicer position, a nicer position, a nicer place, a nicer space here. But you guys, make no mistake about it. Divine Spirit is constantly talking to you guys through this number 6 here in your life. I see 3 sixes here, okay? All right? This mature woman and this child, all right? 3 sixes it means you guys have a whole newfound level of abundance that you guys must pay attention to, because that's what brought this change, okay? All of this stuff here you had to go through. You had to be tricked by this female. You had to experience trauma from these thieves and people you can't trust. You guys had to get angry. You had to go through all of this. Well, Simply because, you guys, all of these experiences, we are here for a human experience, okay? We are spiritual beings here for a human experience. I know you guys heard that before, but how does it mean so well to us? Well, it means so well because in order to have it, we must have it, right? In order to experience it, we must have it first. So therefore, we have it. And how do we experience it? We let it enter and we release it immediately. But in order to let it enter, we have to experience it while it enters us, right? And what we're doing while it's entering us is getting all the effects from it, which is anger, anxiety. So that's how you experience. You say, what happens when this happens? Okay? What happens when that happens from birth? Oh, it's causing me trauma. Okay, yeah. And that trauma is causing eating disorders, this and this. So you guys are experiencing the whole experience and the anger and the anxiety, all that you're experiencing. But you don't hold on to the experience all the way through your journey in life. No, we don't. We're not supposed to. So it's a point of how knowing and learning how to release it. This lifetime, we must let go of what no longer serves us. Why? Because these things that no longer serve us has nothing to do with the vibration that we are leveling up to be. All right. So the bottom line is we are high spiritual vibration beings. This low vibration does not belong. We're here to experience it and release it. All right. A lot of energies cannot make it up to that spiritual realm. All right, guilt, anger, all that stuff too loud. But you can't go. You can't leave this vibration with that. You can't go anywhere. You're stuck. All right. So we must learn how to let go. Okay, that's why you hear a lot of that. Let go. We have to let go if we're trying to move and evolve spiritually. All right. Yeah, because things are changing for you guys, all right? Things are really changing. Spiritual number 9 means you guys are spiritually awakened now and spiritually aligned, okay? And spiritually complete. So, what I see here, you guys, is something else that came up, and it showed me that you guys are going to go through a storm here, okay? And I'm hearing some of you guys have been through this storm right here with this person. Obviously, you know you can't trust this person. Obviously, you know this person triggers you. But they come to you, they scream. Some of you guys don't know it. That's why it's a warning here. Well, they're going to come to you screaming, all right? And I believe it's this female, okay? Some of you guys, it's your main female at work. You know, maybe you guys live that life. You got a main female at work. Anywho, but nevertheless, you guys, this person is going to come to you screaming, all right? And it doesn't have to be at work. It could be this daggone sister or aunt here, all right? Or that kid, all right? But somebody's going to come to you guys screaming, okay? They're going to come to you guys with an attitude, not of gratitude, all right? This is a storm warning, all right? Danger is best when it's forewarned. That's why we are messengers here on earth, okay? All right? So that number 10, when Divine Spirit is speaking to you guys from this number 10, Divine Spirit is telling you guys, there's going to be a huge change. All right? An ended cycle. This 10 is going to bring to you guys. This ends a cycle. All right? And upon that ending is a new beginning. All right? In which you guys must move forward with confidence. So don't do anything when this person screams and have their fits. This is a warning. Okay? Because this is not yours. If you guys can say quietly the serenity prayer. Okay? God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, which is this person inappropriate in my space, screaming at me, all right? The courage to change the things that I can, which is me not responding towards them, right? In such a condescending way, okay? Me just being quiet and keeping my peace, knowing that this too shall pass, all right? And the wisdom to know the difference. Really knowing is that, does this belong to me? Oh no, that belongs to the person who's screaming. Yeah, it does. How you know? Because they're screaming. I'm not. All right? So let them have what belongs to them. It's their storm. Little do they know. That storm is theirs. You guys have ended a cycle here in life, and you will persevere. So Divine Spirit wants you to move forward with confidence, okay? Wholeheartedly. And keep nurturing yourself, because what you guys are doing is, you don't realize you're nurturing yourself back to a spiritual state where you guys are definitely opening your blessings to abundance. Like I said, you guys have been praying for abundance here. You manifested to persevere here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And I see the angels are sending you guys everything that you need here. So you guys are increasing. So that person, I'm getting that person is at work. She's going to come to you guys screaming. All right. She don't know that you're already healing. You're nurturing yourself. You're giving yourself self-love. You're not even there. And guess what? Somebody's going to be watching. Somebody's going to be watching. I don't, the higher realm is always watching. I don't understand why people do stupid stuff anyway. The sky is open. The sky is open. And the fool who think that the spirit only walked that earth one time is crazy as all get out. They can do what they want to do anytime they want to do it. All right? So what I'm saying is, they're watching. Okay? So you guys, you have this energy now that you transform from negative energy that we talked about, and you released it, and now you guys have room for this door that's open to value. You guys have an increased revenue here. Oh my goodness. So a lot of you guys are getting raises, promotions, things of that nature. I like it. So you guys, I better give you guys the message from your spirit guides and your spirit team, okay, and those loved ones who have passed on. Dear sober you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. All right? Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. Okay? When you step into the role of observer, okay, it's as if you guys turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choices, you guys. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You will be glad you did. They're loving you guys from the spiritual realm and the spiritual world. Okay? And you guys, like I said, I had to do your video again so I remember what your message was in the box, and it told you guys, if you don't know what to do, simply don't do nothing. So it clarifies what your spirit team was telling you guys about step back. Okay, I love you guys. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, you guys, namaste and have a beautiful, safe anniversary.